This sauce is definitely going to become one of your favorite sauces for eating pasta. Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to make this delicious chicken wings sauce that you can use in eating your pasta. So let's get right into it. So we're going to start off by prepping the chicken wings. So wash them thoroughly, pat dry with a paper towel, and then go ahead to season with some onion and garlic granules, paprika, black pepper, chili flakes, salt, dried parsley, and then we're going to crush in one chicken seasoning cube, then add in some oil to that as well. And then we're going to go ahead to just thoroughly mix this together. And you can also season your chicken with the seasonings you prefer to use. So once everything is well mixed together, we're going to go ahead to cover this, set it aside, and then we're going to prep the rest of the ingredients. Alright, so for the rest of the ingredients, we are going to need some red bell pepper, some paprika pepper, onions, tomatoes, ginger and garlic as well. So we're going to wash this up thoroughly, deseed the peppers, and then we're going to blend everything together. So the amount of this mix that you use will depend on the quantity of sauce you want to make. So as you can see here, I used some purple or red onions and some white one as well. So I went ahead to blend the purple onions together with the peppers and the tomatoes, and then I just sliced the white one. So I just used my food processor to give this a rough blend, and this is what it looks like. And I also grated the ginger and garlic and then set that aside. So now we're going to go ahead to grill the chicken. So first you want to set your oven to 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you're going to lay the chicken on a baking tray lined with parchment paper, and then you're going to go ahead to grill this for about 30 to 35 minutes depending on how hot your oven runs. So we're going to grill for 15 minutes on each side, and after about 30 to 35 minutes, this is what our chicken looks like. And the chicken on its own tasted so good. So now let's go ahead to make the sauce. Into a pot, you're going to add in some oil, then go in with the sliced onions. So we're going to allow this to fry for about 1 to 2 minutes so that it releases its natural sweetness. So after about 2 minutes, we're going to go ahead to add in the minced ginger and garlic. Allow this to fry for another 1 minute, and then we're going to go in with rosemary sprig. So you can also use dry rosemary if you don't have fresh rosemary. Fry this for another 1 minute so that it releases its flavor before adding in the blended peppers and tomatoes. So mix this together, and then we're going to allow this to fry until it is no longer sour. So this can take about 15 minutes. But stir it occasionally so that it doesn't burn. So while that is frying, we're going to go ahead to prep the vegetables we are going to be using for this sauce. So I'm going to be using some kale, and I've thoroughly washed it and then sliced it. So I'm just pouring some boiling water over the kale because it's a little bit tough. But you can use any vegetable of your choice. You can use ugu or spinach. So if you're using ugu or spinach, you want to skip this method. I'm only doing this because the kale is a little bit tough. So after pouring the hot water over it and sieving it out, I'm also going in with very cold water so that it stops the cooking process, so that the kale doesn't overcook. So now we are going to go ahead to check on our sauce, and if it is no longer sour, we are going to go ahead to season this. So you can use any seasonings that you prefer, but I'm going to be seasoning with some curry, some dried thyme, some oregano, paprika, and then some chicken seasoning cubes, and as well as some salt. Give this a good mix and allow it to fry for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then go in with the chicken. So after adding in the chicken, we're going to just mix this together so that the chicken soaks up some of that sauce, and then we're going to add in the kale. So at this point, if you're using spinach or ugu, you can add that in now, and then we're also going to add in a handful of some basil. So you can also use scent leaves, and then we're going to mix this all up together and then bring it off the heat immediately. So at this point, I'm going to scoop out a little bit of that oil because it's a bit much, and preserve it for use later. So you can go ahead to serve this up with some cooked pasta, and this tasted so good, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.